But no, you've probably been one of my most favourite guests so far.
He says that every week as well.
No, primarily because you remind me a lot of my early 20s, growing up with all my mates and
all
stuff.
Them years ago.
All them years ago. It was a long time ago now. But I think you're living what most of us lived 20 odd years ago.
Well, people moan like, the UK car scene's dead, and I just think you're just not going to the right place.
It's not.
No, yeah, it's
that's
definitely
all
not
it
dead.
is.
Right, so welcome to Gasolinethe Junkies. I'm Russell.
I'm Barry.
I'm Jordan.
And this is Jordan. Thank you for coming down.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We didn't realise that you've travelled all the way down from Manchester.
Yeah, a long way, but like I say, I'm down this way of the country all the time. So.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
We normally do like leaderboards and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so you are now number one, furthest travelled to come do a podcast.
Away.
Yeah.
Youngest as well.
No, you're not the youngest.
Oh, no.
No, Tristan was 23, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Only just.
Sophie was slightly younger as well, wasn't she?
She was 24.
24.
Yeah. So
second youngest then.
second youngest.
So tell us about you and
What you drive?
your cars.
So I'm Joyner from Manchester, just focusing on fire doors at the moment. I've got a Renault 5 at the moment that's engine swapped with a 2 litre 16 valve out of a Clio 172. And then I've turned up in the daily today, which is a 1,500 quid V70 D5.
You'd like that. It's up your street.
Oh, I love both his cars already. I think they're great.
It's got spinners on the wheels. So,
Has it?
So, yeah.
I'll have to come out and have a look at it after.
Yeah.
It's the sort of shit I love.
I've got them on the Renault as well. They're just, a mate of mine does them local to me. Yeah, they're mint. Just like a niche market that you got into.
Not like the gangster spinners, like the centre cap spinners.
Oh, yeah.
What do they call them?
Float, are they like floating?
You see them on like Rolls Royces and stuff like that, don't you? So that's
he makes them, does he?
Yeah, like custom for any car, yeah.
Yeah, let's all do it.
He does like like BBS wheels. You know, you can get the centre caps. He colour matches. He can make a BBS centre cap and like colour match it to.
What with all the lines? Yeah, the spokes going for it.
So like, say that the BBS is like still gold, and then the surround. Say you have like a red cap. Yeah. Your car's like, I don't know, Guards red for example, for like a Porsche. He'll do it exactly the same colour as the car.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's gone into a proper niche market, but it's doing well for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing really good.
If we remember, we'll plug him. We'll put his little
VIP
business in
Phil.
there. Yeah, VIP Phil.
VIP Phil, there you go.
He's got a mega car. He's got a Century on bags, on Blitz. With like, he's putting a kit on it. Yeah, it's so cool.
Has he got a YouTube channel?
No, he's on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Century, that's the one with the, it's got like the curtains and stuff in the back, isn't it?
So comfy.
They look so cool. I think they've got if I'm right, they've got a V12 engine in them or something.
Oh, right.
V12,
they were like Japanese's Merc S-classes.
Oh, I know what you're on about. Yeah.
They're incredible.
He's like whatever optional extra could buy from factory, he's got like from drunkenly buying parts on eBay like 2 o'clock in the morning.
What do you call it? Them sort of curtains your mum used to have in...
Net curtains.
Net curtains, yeah, they're almost like net curtains in the back, aren't they?
Yeah. Like I'm sure they're on a button, so it comes across as you want, And like in the passenger seat, so say you're sat in the back of the passenger seat, the centre of that seat drops down.
Yeah, so you can put your feet through it. It's mad, mate.
I
TV.
like Barry White through it.
How old is he?
Probably a bit older than me, 26 maybe.
Proper pimp.
Yeah, but it's mad. I love it.
Such a cool car.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just message him, he'll be down for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
So, tell us about your car history. I know you're only young.
Yeah, before we go on to history, can you tell us a little bit more about your Renault 5? Because that's kind of what caught our eye, really.
Yeah, so
this will go a while.
It's basically,
I love it.
Yeah, it's going to go on a while. So basically, I started off, I had a Mark 1 S3, and I was chasing power in that, and it got to a point where I would have had to forge it, so I started trying to lose weight on the car. And I can't remember the guy, but he specifically said, if you're trying to lose weight on an S3, you need another car. So I pretty much, after that comment, I thought, right, I'll put it up for sale. So it was up for sale for like 2-3 weeks. I had like chances like, I had it up for $3,000, and I'll give you 1,500 quid for it and whatnot. And it was in nice condition. I had like, basically I'd stripped the interior. I had like Sparco Pro 2000 bucket seats, like different steering wheel, K-brace in the back, everything you do when you're like 20, just a little bit of, race car vibes on the inside.
My old 106.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that at the end. No, carry on.
So a guy messaged me and he said, look, he was really ill with cancer at the time. He said, I can't finish the 5. I want something that's nippy for like, he said, I'm only going to be able to drive for like 8-9 months now. And he was really local to me. So I went down and I thought, right, we'll do it. So my mum and dad both had Renault 5. So I thought, I want to try one.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1.4 NA, 80 brake manual. Sweet. Loved it. It had like a cherry bomb on the back, but he'd done like painted Red Dwarf on the interior, like had Smeghead on the seats, like, the characters on the dash. It was like a proper spaceship on the inside, yeah. And like self-tap universal arches into the quarters. Not my taste.
Yeah.
So it was a sort of, right, I'll put this back to pretty much standard and then sell it on and get something else. And then, like I said, I come from 280 brake Quattro to 80
horsepower,
no assist, and I thought, this is great, this car. So it just stemmed from there, and it's just slowly snowballed into sort of what it is now. So I did like just tinkering, put a 1.1 head on the 1.4 block to up the compressions, and it was probably like 90 brake or something like that. Scorpion exhaust, and then when I removed the universal arches, he'd already cut the rear quarters, so I couldn't put it back to a standard campus. So the only route was body kits. Dimmer kit was too much work. Any big body kit, I didn't have the experience in body work for it. So the GT turbo kit was literally, it's like a bolt on.
It is bolt on, isn't it?
There's like little threads on the thing. People said, take it out, drill the hole right through, then mark it up with tape, and you just literally, the hole that you've drilled through the arch, just drill it back through.
Really?
Yeah, and it was, like, I'd done bits, but I was a novice at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mint. It went straight on.
Wow.
Made the mistake of spraying it gloss black. It looked so shit. It was so bad. And then I went down the route of seeing a Phase 1 GT turbo with its like grey plastic.
Yeah.
So the plastic, it's like it's called Protex. It comes off like a textured spray.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
exactly
it's like
plastic.
truck bed lining or something, isn't
Plastic,
it?
yeah.
So I did that, put 4 spotlights on, lowered it on coilovers, and that was it for a bit. And then I was looking at doing ITBs on the standard 1.4 to take it to like 110 brake or something like that.
Yeah, but the noise of that, that would be epic.
It was like 900 quid to just get like everything set up, and I thought, if I'm doing 900 quid, I may as well look at engines. And then I'll name him now, Ben. He just hounded me for ages. You need to do a 2 litre swap. You need to do a litre. I was like, oh, what about this? What about? He was like, no, 2 litre swaps. Like, they're so reliable. Parts are available. So I was like, right, I'll do it. So I picked a car up for a Clio for 1,200 quid. Swapped the engine over. And yeah, it's been an absolute headache ever since. So he lied to me about that.
He didn't sell you the car, did he?
No. Basically, it was through. I put it on Facebook. I was like, look, I'm looking for a cheap 172 engine. Blah, blah, blah. This guy was like, I've got one here. You can basically have the full car for 1,200 quid. So I parted bits out of it. So the engine sat me at like £400, which is mega cheap for one of them.
Yeah.
It's come to light now that it's got. I think it's got a very small hairline crack in the block, so it's leaking exhaust gases into the cooling system, but it's not losing coolant, so it's over pressurizing in the system.
Yeah.
But yeah, that swap basically, when I took the 1.4 out, the subframe looked like it needed painting, and then I was like, oh, I may as well paint the bay. Then it was, I may as well do this in the rear.
It's a ripple effect,
and
isn't
then
it? Yeah.
what happened to be 900 quid ITBs, oh, I'll swap it because it's cheaper. I tallied it up. The car sets me about 13 grand now. So I'd have been best off just doing ITBs, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So the wheels you've got in it there, but the gold ones, Clio Williams wheels.
No, they're Renault turbos then.
Are they?
Yeah, Renault turbos. They were already on the car when I got it. So it was it was already red, had like a black kit, and it had the gold wheels. And it looked all right from a distance, but it just needed refining into sort of what it is now.
Yeah.
So I've got like Rover 800 Decaros in there, the other Vitesse ones.
Yeah.
So, and then I found a rear bench out of another Rover with the same stitching to put into my rear bench.
And it fits?
No, the bench don't fit. I had the stitching taken out and
the
centre stitching put in my rear bench, so it matches.
Yeah.
Like an OCD freak like that.
That's cool. I like that.
Only with cars though. It's nothing anything else. Like, I'm pretty chill with everything else, but cars, like, it's got to be right, you know what I mean?
Fair play to you.
So, just sourcing parts from different people and finding...
That's half the fun of it though, really. Paying for it's not, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a good group of people out there. Like, it's not like, if you go on certain forums, it just tends to be like a small group of sound, and the rest of them are knobheads.
Yeah.
But like the majority of them are dead sound.
Yeah.
There is the odd few, but there's a guy down this way called Gavin. If he's not got it, you're not getting it.
Oh, really?
He's got everything. Anything you could possibly want. Gav, have you got this? Yeah, sound. So like when I was leading up to the swap, I kept messaging him like, I need a rear axle, I need front calipers, I can't remember what else, I need a steering rack, blah, 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 blah. Because the GT turbo racks are, I think, a half a turn less to full lock.
Right.
So it's less movement on the wheel.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'll come down. And it, like, for the parts, it was like 500 quid. Say you needed them on eBay, you were talking like up to £1,000, 1,500 quid on like brand new parts. Whereas just had mine refurbed by, again, someone else in the group, sent them away, refurbed all my calipers, steering rack, everything.
The car community is really cool, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it comes to things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like, I found it tends to be at older cars, newer cars. It's like final boss in it, really, you know what I mean? Just sort of whatever they can get on it and like slagging one another off because they've not done the right downpipe and a tune, you know what I mean? So it's not me at all.
A bit bitchy.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying about like max power stuff. Like it's not me, but I can appreciate like the work that's gone into it.
It was individual because like a few years ago, it was mainly you get a car on finance, you go to a car show, every car's on air, big set of wheels, but there's nothing done to it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's just it all got very very samey. Like I used to go to Edition 38 quite a lot. Old VW show, years and years ago. Then it got to a stage where it was just airbags dropped, probably rotiform wheels, something like that, and they were all virtually the same.
Yeah.
So to have something like yours to stand out, I love it.
Like I said, it was that sort of thing. Like it was just a car that I was going to make good and then sell on. And part of the reason I kept it as well was because like the reaction you get from other people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like, I love just chatting to people about like the stories that they had, and
we all know somebody or either had one or somebody. Like obviously had them ourselves as well.
Yeah.
I never really liked small cars. I always liked big cars, but you was...
I love hot hatches. Because I'm 6'3", I love hot hatches.
I didn't realise that it was almost classed as the first hot hatch, wasn't it? The Renault 5 GT Turbo.
I think it was sort of that.
It was a Golf GTI they said was, but they reckon that the Renault 5 Turbo come out just before it, so there's a bit of a thing at the moment about it. Not
yeah.
He'll take the dates they came
No, not to that one. The first one, if it was a Turbo 2 that come out, that was rear engine, so it was only 2 seats.
They had the Gordini turbo.
There was a Gordini.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was. It's
so
very
nice.
similar, wasn't it?
They're so lovely. Yeah.
There was a red one at max power, just an old boy that turned up just for a crack. It was mint. It was mega. Yeah, really. He'd done like a side exit on it as well, like all wrapped in.
Oh, really?
I can't remember the stuff.
They do it on the motorbikes, don't they?
Yeah, it looked all down the side. It looked mint.
It
was dropped on its ass as well. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, it was really cool.
In a Gordini?
Yeah, Gordini turbo.
Lush.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I see a Turbo 2 when I was out on a ride the other day. I see a Turbo 2 coming the other way and I was like, hi! It was fucking lush. Left-hand drive.
Yeah?
But I think it's only the third time I've ever seen one on the road.
Yeah.
I don't know what they fetch. It's easy 3 figures.
It's easily...
It's 6 figures, sorry. Yeah,
tens, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds.
I think they'll be over that 100,000 mark
mental.
now, yeah.
Wow.
Probably the nearest equivalent to get one now is a Clio V6.
Do you know they're pretty much same power to weight as a 172.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're not that much faster.
They're just cool as
Yeah,
fuck,
they look mega, but that body kit apparently adds a hell of a lot of serious amount of weight.
Yeah, they're just cool as fuck. they are genuinely.
It's like the clown shoes of BMWs, isn't it?
Yeah.
They just look so cool because they're just mad, aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't look like anything else.
Yeah, we had a guy on. He had one, didn't he? At Jaden. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, the one you didn't turn up on.
Yeah.
You would have liked it, actually.
I probably would have.
Yeah.
So tell us about your car history then.
So started off, nobody ever has any money when they pass the test. So I was mooching around car garages with my dad, couldn't afford anything at all. And it just so happened that I was walking out and I said to my dad, like, look, these are too expensive. I'm just going to have to like buy shit on Facebook Marketplace. And a couple were walking in and he said, we've got a car for sale. What's your budget? And I was like, look, like I'll be dead honest with you, like I don't want to spend more than 600 quid. And they were like, right, Sam, like come round to ours tonight. So it was I think it's a 1.1 Suzuki Alto.
Oh yeah.
Like it got nicknamed the Ice Cube because it literally is silver, It revved to like 9,000, so I was obviously ragging the arse off it. Then I went from that to Land Rover Freelander, the 1.8K series ones.
Okay.
That was shit.
Yeah,
that was so bad. Yeah, it had already been skimmed and pressure tested like literally a couple thousand miles ago, and it went again. So
I almost bought one of them back in the day.
I part X that against a Mark 7 Astra, so like a new Astra estate.
Yeah.
That was like the first time I'd like put a decent bit of money into a car. Wasn't like, it was just basically a workhorse, and I got a Mazda MX-3. I don't know if you've seen them. Not the MX-5, like the MX-3.
MX-3.
Smallest V6 ever produced, 1.8.
Google that, mate, please.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's so cool. It
Really?
was so cool. Yeah, I've seen it on Facebook Marketplace.
Front engine, rear wheel drive.
No, front engine, front wheel drive.
Really?
V6, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But it's sort of like, people call it like the baby brother to like an RX-7. It looks like sort of similar with the...
Oh,
Careful. Really?
Oh,
So it was red as well. But they're like, what's that called? Where it's like four-wheel turning, you know, the back wheels turn.
Yeah, four-wheel steer.
Yeah, it was four-wheel steer as well.
that's a mad
Look
little thing,
at
isn't
that.
it? That's lovely, isn't it?
That's cool. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, there was one in Too Fast, Too Furious.
What's
You know,
that?
in that scramble scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a silver one, I think. I can't remember the kit that it's got on it.
MX-3.
But that was wicked. That
I appreciate that.
I really like that. Mine was red as well.
Nice.
I had like a grey leather interior, and I was sort of looking at parts for it, and it was just like I was just going to end up ruining it, sort of thing. So I basically sorted like bits of rust out.
How old are you at that point?
Must have been 18,
18.
19.
And then I had a V6.
Yeah, so I cut the cat out and just had a back box on it. Worst mistake of my life. It was literally giving me earache on the way home. So I messaged him back and I was like, "Can we put this cat back in?" And he was like, "Are you taking the piss?" I was like, "No, it's way too loud." So then I sold it to an old boy from Scotland. I picked him up from the train station, and he said he had one when they first came out and he wanted another one with that specific grey leather interior. It was like a rare type of interior. And then I think I got rid of that. What did I get then? My S3. I had my S3. Sold swapped the S3 for the Renault 5. Got rid of the Mark 7 Astra. What did I get after that? I got an Octavia VRS.
Nice.
Okay.
That was heavy on juice. But that was so, I like
Saloon
that.
or estate?
No saloon.
Saloon.
I like the blue colour in them as well.
Yeah.
Story about that. Drove down to Leicester, sight unseen. Got on the motorway, put my foot down. Dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, that happened
so
to you, didn't
bad.
it?
So bad. It was awful. So I basically rang the guy and said, like, look, and he was like, get it back, find out what's wrong with it. Like, you've got a guarantee on it, we'll pay it. So it was...
Was that from a garage?
From a dealer, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
So ended up taking it into the garage with a mate, and it was a ABS sensor in the rear and a split CV boot and like something wrong with the drive shaft. So I told him, I was like, oh, it's going to be like 250 quid, let's say. And he was like, no, it's way too much, so I'm not paying it. I was like, well, you said you'd pay it. I was like, if there's going to be an issue, I'll bring the car back down.
Yeah.
He was like, if that's the case, I'm going to charge you £1 every mile you've used in it. I'm going to charge you valeting, all this shit. And I was like, mate, like, we'll just go to a small claims court. Like, I'm not bothered. Like, I'll just fight you for it. So we ended up, I said to my mate, like, look, he's moaning. He was like, well, put a bit in for me. He was like, so I'll just do it like just parts and like sort of a bit on top.
Yeah.
So ended up coming down to like $215 and something like that. And the guy ended up paying it just to get me off his back. Yeah. So then I sold that and I bought a Volvo 460. So that was, everyone hates them.
Is that the small one?
Mine was like, the 440 is a bit smaller, the 460 is a bit longer.
Oh, right, okay.
But everyone hates them because they say they're not a proper Volvo because it was made by the French.
Oh, right.
So it's a 1.7 turbo that had like overdrive. Mate, that was sick. That is the only car I've ever sold and regretted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one of our questions later.
Yeah. Well, I basically...
Google that again, mate. Volvo.
I'll have to get a
This
picture
is
of
testing my
mine.
knowledge today.
Did you tinker with it?
No, to be fair, the guy that I got it off, he was... oh, there it is.
I think I knew which one it was.
Let's see if it loads. We've got signal in here.
Oh, shocking in here.
And it's a bit blurry, but...
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
That was not what I was expecting.
It was so square.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just... I didn't do anything to it other than repair the splitter like 3 times.
From that angle, it looks like a VW Vento.
Yeah.
Or
See
a
if I can get
Jetta.
one from the front.
God, that's even testing my car knowledge.
It's a bit blurry, but that's it from the front.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
nice.
mega.
I really like that.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was like overdrive as well, so you could have like first, second, and third.
Yeah.
I've got a story about that. So I'll come back to that in a minute. Remind me. No, I may as well tell it now.
Go on, do it while it's fresh.
So I'm coming back. I'm taking my dad. I can't remember where we've been. I'm bringing my dad back home, and as near us, there's like it's coming up towards what's called 4-lane ends, and going down the hill, it's just one single lane of traffic, but on the opposite side it's a bus lane and a single lane of traffic, but then that bus lane opens up after hours. So I'm coming down, there's a Ford Focus in the second lane, and as I'm coming down he's veering, mate, he's like head on at this point. I can't go anywhere because otherwise I go into oncoming traffic, so I end up swerving up the curb, and then obviously there was no lamppost there, otherwise I'd have written it off, come back down. Me and my dad look at each other and I was like, what do we do? My dad was like, it's up to you. Dropped into first, spun it round. So anyway, we ended up chasing him, and he's trying to like put me off with like, you know, putting his indicator on to go elsewhere. Yeah. And we ended up coming to Bolton Hospital, and we ended up going through Bolton Hospital. There's always police there, so I'm on the horn, beep, 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 trying to get the attention. Nothing. So I slowed down to try and shout at him, just ignored me basically. So as I come out, I'd lost him at this point, so I did a left, and he pulled up in a cul-de-sac. So as we drive down, I come across this cul-de-sac, so we can't get out. Bollards at the end. We jump out. He's not expecting us at this point. So I go to the passenger side, open it up. My dad goes to the driver's side. I just see my dad go like this and swing. The guy drives straight through the bollard, scraping down the side of his car and over the field. So I turn round, go back to Bolton Hospital, and I'm like, look, this is the reg. These are the descriptions I've got. He's got to be drunk. Like, he nearly just caused a head-on collision. Like, he's been overtaking cars, blah, blah, blah. I've chased him for him, thinking. They went, that's not do with us, mate. Ring 111.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I was like, well, if he goes out now, like I said, there's marks on the car, so it can easily be identified. I said, if he goes out now and runs someone over, I was like, it's on your head, be it. And they were like, there's no need to be like that. I was like, I'm giving you information on someone that is a possible drunk driver, nearly caused an accident with me. What do you do about it? And they were just like, yeah, nothing. Because that had a crumple, being like a French Volvo. It's not built like a normal Volvo, is it? You know what I mean? So I went from that. I had to sell that to basically buy the Clio. So I bought the Clio, and I bought an R50 Mini with a John Cooper Works kit on it. Yeah. Just a standard 1.4.
Yeah, that's what Mummy said.
Love that.
Yeah,
love that for ages. I'm running out of what I've got. So then I got rid of that. Oh yeah, got rid of the Mini. Got an S60 D5 for 700 quid. Talking about that. Did 12 months motoring. Got another job where I got a van. So then I got rid of that, sold it for 700 quid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I've had. Head's gone. That D5 outside V70, and then I bought another Clio to pull the engine out of.
Oh yeah. What to put into the
Renault? Yeah, because it's giving me a headache. Yeah, I'm just chasing my tail of it, just throwing money at it for no reason. Mm-hmm. I've had loads of head work done on it, skim pressure tested, new seats, new valves, new springs, edge gasket's been done, water pump, thermostat housing.
And you're still having trouble.
Yeah, it's still having trouble. People are saying it's the rad, saying the rad's restrictive because it's a tiny rad. It's a 25mm rad, but I know lads that are running turbo setups on them and have no issue with the same rad that I've got. So,
oh wow,
it's not no blockages in it. I've taken it out, put the hose through it, made sure it's hot when it's all warm. Nothing. So the only thing I can narrow it down to is a very, very small hairline crack in the block, and it only does it under like load as well. So you can be chilling out at 70, completely fine. As soon as you drop a couple of gears and put your foot down, you can hear it like escaping through the expansion tank lid. It's not the lid. I've tried 2-3 bottles, 3-4 different lids. I've tried everything.
So you've got the same engine going in it?
Yeah, it's had a few bits done to it. It's a different manifold, 197 cams, but this one's got, with the car being so light, struggles with gripping up in first and second as well. So it's got like a Quaife LSD in it, and the box has been rebuilt and stuff like that. So he built it as a track car. It's basically a lad that I know who's had to time my engine up 3 times because I've had the head off 3 times now. And he was like, I built one. It's been sat for like 2 years. Like I've never used it because he tracks Carltons.
Right.
So
you don't hear them anymore, do you?
Nah.
No, yeah. So he loves them. That's his like bread and butter. So he was big into the Clios, and he's looking to get rid of it. So I was like, what do you want for it? And he was like 3.5. So like the numbers are going on my head.
That's like old school money, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm thinking I can get at least 2.5 back on the parts that are on the car, and then I can use the hubs off that Clio on the 5, because then it's like, I think it's probably down a couple of horses now. It's probably only like 160, but this one's like, with a tune, it'll be like 200.
Nice.
So I think I'll be done then.
It's never done.
Until the next
I'll be tinkering, but engine-wise, like maybe ITBs in the future, just literally for the noise. But the Tessa inlet's supposed to be like pretty noisy as well, so...
You have to keep us up. Obviously, if you're coming down this way, like you say you do, we have to... we'll definitely have a meet-up and like to see it.
I'm always at caffeine, always.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, you've asked that. What should we ask you next? Where did your love of cars come from?
So obviously being 24, growing up 2000s, that's all there was about for lads really, wasn't it? It was either action figures or cars. So you had like the floor mat, for starters, that floor mat with the
floor mat. I debated about getting one of them in here and having it on the table.
Yeah, 100%.
But then I thought it'd distract the guests and they'd just sit there playing with it.
Yeah, like if you've got a couple of cars in here as well, that's all you'd be doing, sort of thing.
Yeah, we opened on this side, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But I've still got my nan kept my original one, so I've still got like my original like thing. So Hot Wheels, another massive thing, Cars the movie, and then as you get a bit older, Dad starts introducing you to Fast and Furious, and then
that's the rest history.
It's written.
Somebody brought up the other day Micro Machines. Do you remember those?
Micro Machines.
That is probably a bit before
way before your time, I think. Yeah, but it was basically cars that were that big.
They were absolutely tiny. You used to get them in like packs of either singly for about
I can't even remember how much they
50p,
were.
a quid.
Yeah.
Little packs like that. So it was like us being old farts. It was like our equivalent of Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, as soon as he mentioned it, I was like, oh my God, I remember having loads of those. Yeah.
My nan has kept everything. All my Hot Wheels are still upstairs from when I used to play with them. Yeah, everything.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I've got, what else? What else? I've got like, it's going off topic. You remember, like the Tats? Are they called the Tats on Star Wars? Like the big ones?
Yeah.
Like, I had one when I was younger. It's about that big plastic. Still up there.
No, just in case you want to have a go.
Yeah, thinking, what money can I get for that now? Do you know what I mean? Because like
too much money.
Yeah, I've not even searched up what they're worth, but it's like complete. And she just like there's loads of stuff up there. When she passed away, my granddad wanted to like clear some stuff out. He was going to move, so he was clearing stuff out, and you're just sifting through stuff and thinking, look at all this stuff that she's kept.
Yeah.
No, the strange thing now is if you look at the shit that we used to play with as kids, if you see how much it goes for now, you'd wish. I wish I kept that in a box.
Yeah.
I seen a YouTube show. They had someone brought in, and I don't know what the American show's called, but they brought in the world's most expensive Hot Wheels car.
All right.
It's worth between 100 and 120 grand.
Is it?
Fuck off.
What's done to it?
Enough. It comes in. I'm sure I watched it like yesterday. I'll look see if I can.
I'd like to know what it was.
I need to sift through mine, make sure I've got that.
Have you got that? Yeah. Well, he said 150. I'm like, you are fucking joking.
So was your dad into cars or anything?
Yeah, he sort of had to stop when he had me, sort of thing. I think he had a Corsa B SRI, and then I was born, and then it couldn't fit me in it, so he had to get like something a bit bigger. But he's had, you just hear the stories: XR3Is, XR2s, Escorts, 5s.
Yeah.
He said he had a pearlescent white 5. I think it cost him like $1,000 or something like that. And he said it was mint, it was rapid. He said, but you couldn't go to like functions anywhere. He said he remembers pulling up to a pub one night, parking it right outside front because they were fresh, and everyone was like, wow, look at this. Come to start it. Couldn't start it. all fuel had gone, then he flooded it, and he just said it was a nightmare to keep hold of. So he said he ended up selling that for 600 quid.
Yeah, back in the day.
Fucking robbery.
Yeah, back in the day, you'd always pick something up that's nowadays would be worth an absolute mint. You'd pick it up for cheapest chips. I mean, you only got to go through that Max Power magazine at the back.
Yeah, that makes
it eye-opener, that is.
Fucking Sierra Cobsworth for like $2,500. Nuts.
Unbelievable.
Have you found it?
Mm-hmm.
What car is it?
Like a VW.
He's dying to get on camera, isn't he?
No.
That's really underwhelming.
That's a VW camper van?
Yeah.
120 grand?
Yeah.
Well, because it was a limited...
Yeah, like one of the first ones or something. That was it.
Wow.
Mad.
That's underwhelming.
Yeah. It's like
especially with like the cars that they do now. Like they do competitions now, don't they?
Yeah.
Like to get your car sort of made.
I didn't realise, but there's a whole thing that some of them have got like a limited stamp behind the car,
right,
and you can't really see it unless you're looking for it. And they're worth big money.
Really?
But what they do is they might make up like 10,000 of them, but they might do like 5 that have got this stamp on it, and they'll be
So if we go buying for £1 in Lidl's,
it's always worth having a look.
find one.
That might be why you see people like sifting through and finding which ones have got what stamps.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I do like a Hot Wheels. He's looking at what we've got out there.
So, what's your next car, or what's an idea for your next car?
I want I want an Alfa Romeo Giulia, but like I think like 60s, 70s.
Oh yeah.
So like the either the 1300 or 1600, not the Sprint, but like the square.
Yeah.
Boxy one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And as like a manifesting sort of thing, I think it's a load of shit. I don't believe in that. But the missus is prime on it. Where was it? It was up in the lake somewhere, and there was a book, like not a Haynes manual, but like a manual for Alfa Romeos on the specific model that I want. And she was like, "You've got to buy it."
Isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, right, sound. It was £20, so a bit more expensive than I wanted to pay. But it's in the garage waiting now at the point when I get that.
You've got to add the car to the manual.
Yeah. So
Haynes manuals as well. That was a big thing back in the day, wasn't it? I'm surprised you remember those.
That's been a lifesaver with a 5.
Is it?
Absolute lifesaver, yeah. Especially when I first put the 1.1 head on the 1.4 block. Mate tells you everything, how to adjust all the
So you're not like a
bits.
YouTube mechanic then, you're a proper full
Well,
on...
from the book, yeah. There's nothing on YouTube.
You can read words.
How much do they go for now? Haynes manuals.
I wouldn't say too much.
I don't think they go for that. I've seen
No.
some on Facebook Marketplace and I was tempted to get a couple for now.
I think we should.
Yeah, but
Get a bookshelf.
yeah, shall we? We need a
No,
bigger space.
the funny thing, like Haynes manual, it would tell you how to sort of like gap the valves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then nowadays in manuals, it tells you to not drink the battery water. You know what I mean?
The
It's
difference is crazy.
not men were men and go out and tinker on a weekend. It's mad.
Well, she was out last night. She goes, "What are you doing tonight?" I was like, "Well, there's a bulb out on the Volvo, and then probably just give it a wipe over in the engine bay." She was like, "Why?" I was like, "It's because, innit?
Yeah.
Why not?"
Why not? Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So, have you ever had any points?
Yeah, got 3 points
Have
still
you?
to this day. Yeah, that was through a mobile camera van.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was on a job in town, Manchester, and we'd been to basically was parking at a hotel, and we basically had a beer garden, had 2 pints there, driving home, beautiful sunshine, just basically following the car in front of me. He slams on and comes over, and I'm thinking, what's this number doing? So I carry on, like looking at him as I go past. Just sat there in him. So it was 58 and a 40. So it was just straight 3 points.
Yeah.
But it's a dual carriageway coming out of Manchester. For some reason it's 40, and then it slowly goes to 50, then to 60.
Yeah.
But it never reaches 70 mile an hour all the way up until Liverpool.
Right.
But for some unknown reason, I guess it's due to like accidents or whatever. But yeah, it's a 40 mile an hour dual carriageway. It's a nightmare. I hate driving down there now. Always cautious.
It was the other day they were saying that they use, is it Waves?
Yeah, I use that.
Yeah. I use it everywhere I go.
That's really, really good for anything like that, really.
I've never been pulled in the 5.
Have you not?
Never.
That's surprising.
So I've been at a set of traffic lights and like I've seen the copper looking over, so like just to break the tension I've had to lean over and do the window down.
You got winders up.
Yeah, he's like, "Is this yours, mate?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, wicked." And then not too long ago I had one when I was again down south. There's like a small section of it's like used to be a bypass road, but they built a dual carriageway now, so it's pretty much empty, and there's a lay-by at one end so you can all park up, just have a bit of a chin wag and then go and give it like a bit of the beans down the back road. And I remember him turning up and just pulling up, and then like he had the blue lights and he was like, "Look, so someone's rang in giving us headache, my boss has given me headache, so I'm here to give you headache." He had a mooch around the cars and just said, "Look, you need to move on." And that was it. But I got pulled in the Volvo out of all things. Like, I don't know what brake it is, but it's just like a slow car. And I remember...
It's them fog lights and them wheels that you got in there.
I remember I was going picking the missus up from the Corp Live, got stuck in the United traffic, so I was already annoyed. Gets there, gets in, traffic's horrendous. And there's a section, a dual carriageway. For some reason, dual carriageways in Manchester are like 30, 40 miles an hour. One lane splits off, one lane carries on straight, and I thought, I'm not queuing in that. So I come out, up the side, that split off, and I seen a couple of cars behind me pop out, but it was like an SUV, so his lights were like in my mirror, so I couldn't really see what it was. So it's like 30 mile an hour, I'm doing 40 down there, basically cutting at the end, and I seen him cutting, I thought, he's probably wanted to miss the traffic. And then we gets to a set of lights. I went through an amber. I know I did, but I wasn't arguing with him. Went through, flipped the lights on straight away. So I pulled over. He goes, come to the side of the road with me. I'm thinking, oh no, another second, another point. You know what I mean? Like just about to get me points off. And he was like, what was all that driving about? He was like, you're being detained at the side of the road, blah, 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 blah. Like, have you got anything to say? I was like, it's going to come across as an excuse. I was like, but I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning, been stuck in night traffic. I've just picked the missus up, just trying to get home. Like, literally, that's it. He was like, yeah, I know, but like, you could injure someone, blah, blah, blah. You went through on a red, and I thought, I'm not arguing. I'll just like, I don't know if he was wanting me to bite back, but I just went, yeah. He said, if I was a traffic officer, he said, I've got every right to give you 3 points. And I was like,
what can I say?
Yeah. Like, you got me dead to rights, mate. And he was like, just get yourself off. And I was like, So like, there is some sound ones out there.
Yeah. I think in that case, if you don't argue back, if you're just like, yeah, I fucked up, then they will be a bit more lenient with you.
Just give me a bollocking and then let me go, sort of thing. That was it.
I had a mate, I'll tell a little story. It's another copper thing. I had a mate, when I was working at another company years ago, I was going on holiday the next day. And we were going from Gatwick Airport. So my wife, kids and everything had gone on before. I finished work at 10 o'clock. And I said to my mate, can you give me a lift down the airport? He was like, yeah. Just bought this car. We'll go and test it out. So he bought this, it was like a Tigra, something like that. Little thing. Only cost him a couple of £100 as a runaround. So all my suitcases are in the back. We get down to the airport and it didn't even have sat-nav, anything. And we pulled up and we were like, where's the hotel? So when I phoned the wife, but if you stop on the grounds of an airport for too long, you get the police on you.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
So because they think it's suspicious, you're in an airport and you're pulled up in a little car. So the police pull in behind us. It turns out my mate's got a warrant for his arrest. Car's not registered in his name. He's got no tax, no insurance, no nothing. And this is at about 1 o'clock in the morning. We're 100 miles from home. And they did a check on me, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm going to fucking Florida tomorrow. And they literally impounded my mate's car.
Did they?
And left him by the side of the road at Gatwick.
You're like, see you later, mate.
I was just like, fuck you. I'm getting up at 6 a.m. to go on holiday, mate. See you later.
Send you a postcard.
But the funny thing was, he borrowed a bit of money off me to buy the car, and he said, I'll pay you back next payday.
It's not, I mean.
No, but I did. I lent him 200. I lent him 200 quid, thinking he'll get his insurance done. He'll do this. He'll do that. He had absolutely nothing.
Did you ever get the 200 quid?
No, I left the job. I left the job. I was just like, you're a fucking wronger, mate. But he gave a load. I think the point I'm trying to get at is he gave a load of lip to the copper. Even gave a false name to start with to match the logbook of the car of the guy he bought it from.
Yeah. Wow.
And it just all didn't work, and he got fucking outed in the end.
Digging a hole deeper and deeper.
They'll find out one way or the other.
Especially nowadays. Back in the day, probably get away with it because they used to have to radio through, didn't they? But now it's just all online, isn't it?
But you try phoning your wife at like 1 a.m, or she phones you, where are you? I'm like, I'm with the police. And it weren't just police, it was like proper full-on police. If they wanted to get guns there and fuck you up, they could have. But
fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, not about me. It's about you.
What's the fastest you've been in a car?
In the Renault on a track, 133.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is good going.
Yeah. I don't know whether that's like the max it'll go with the box, whether the box is limited. Oh, that's what it's just mapped.
5-speed or 6-speed?
5-speed.
No, 133.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
My side skirt flew off.
Oh, it did?
I had to just get put in the back of the car and then fixed when I got home.
But I bet 133 in a car like it probably feels like considerably faster.
60 mile an hour in that down back roads just feels like. Basically, it was so like when I come down south, I love the back roads down here. That's why I'm down here all the time because it's nothing like up in Manchester. I love it like round Worcester, Bewdley way. And was down some back roads like doing 60, mate, feels rapid. And then I went in my mate's E46 M3 and he's going a bit faster than me. And just was just chilling, you know what I mean? You have to proper kick its head in to get what you get out of the 5, if that makes sense. You don't necessarily have to be going fast and you just smile here to it. I love it.
I love
Smiles
that.
per miles. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you had one of your cars that you've told us about, if you could, what's the one car you regret selling?
That 460.
That Volvo?
Yeah. I remember seeing the guy drive it away and I thought, if I had the money to keep that, I'd have just kept hold of it as just like a daily, just churning about. It was mint, honestly. I loved it.
I'd never heard of it.
No.
I love the look of it though. It looks like a cross between a Vento, a Jetta, and from the front it looks like an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, it looks like it's a bit dead square on the front.
Yeah,
that had been built. I can't remember what it's called. It was a specific thing where if you buy your car, if you personalise it so much from Volvo, they'll fly you out to. Is it the factory?
Drive it home?
Yeah. And that was like a Volvo that had like all the stickers and everything like that.
Oh, really?
To be that car.
Somebody did mention that, didn't they?
I can't remember what it's called.
I know Tommy went for a Saab, didn't he? But that was for Maguire's.
No, that was the Volvo.
No, that was a Volvo.
That was a Volvo one.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, so I can't remember what like the name of it's called, but it had all the stickers, and like when I searched it up, it had been built over there. I think you do like a 2-week stay or something like that, if I'm correct.
Really?
Yeah. Like a big thing, and then drive it back.
I think I know what's on my list to buy now. I want to try and find a Volvo 460.
Yeah, it was honestly, it weren't fast. I mean, you could make it fast. They share the same. I'm sure they share the same subframe or very similar to the Clios. So you can put. My thoughts was when I swapped the 5, I thought I'm gonna have to buy one back and put a 2-litre 16 valve in it and manual swap it. Like that's because I'd only have to get a custom made selector rod.
Yeah.
And like it's got throttle cable, so I'd be able to just put that in.
Yeah.
So it'd just be a case of wiring it up and then.
So one of our questions are you a player or a payer? So do you do a lot of work yourself?
Yeah. So everything on the 5, bar the respray and the manifold. Just trying to think of anything else. Yeah, the respray and the
all
manifold.
the engine work you do yourself?
Yeah, everything myself. Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, sending it away to get it skimmed, and
yeah.
I need to bring my mate in to time it up. But everything else is just me dropping it in.
Is that something you taught yourself, or just through the Haynes manuals and stuff?
Oh, I love that.
That's really cool.
There's no engine swap for Haynes manual, but there's a group on WhatsApp that I got added to when I said I'd do the 5, and like I think there's like 30 of us in there or something like that who've done it previous to me, so we can just say like, what's the crack here? What do I need here? What do I do this? Do I do that? And they're just here to help. But I did it all in my garage. I didn't have what are them things called on the engine crane where you can tilt it?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
So to get the box in, you have to tilt the box and like sort of drop it in like that. So I didn't have one of them, so I just used ratchet straps, had the engine on an angle on ratchet straps and dropped it in, sat it on the subframe and then just loaded it.
It's like a winder on the axle stand.
Yeah, we did Dave's V8. Yeah.
The Renault, it must be something with the Renault 5 community or something like that, because when Leslie, my ex, she had a Renault 5 Turbo, and the community back then, 20 odd years ago, was epic. Like, she blew hers up 3 times.
Yeah.
But that weekend,
Standard.
there was a group of lads who come down, rebuild it, only for her to go and blow it up again.
Yeah.
But I think the point I'm trying to get at is there was always people there to try and help you out. It's the same like the Peugeot community. I was quite big into that.
Yeah.
And if anybody needed parts or this or that or fuck shit up or whatever, there was just a real big community, which was really fucking cool.
Yeah, I just think it's like there's a couple of people my age into him, but majority of it is probably just the same people from back in the day.
Probably,
Now a bit older, but just like trying to help us out.
Yeah, it was mainly bending the push rods or something like that, or whacking the boost up on a bleed valve too much.
They are a nightmare. That I know the 1.4 turbos. Like when I was looking at swaps, I was just weighing up, like just seeing all the horror stories of them. Obviously, I've had underlying issues with this engine. I don't think the previous owner knew about him because he was dead sound. And when I said I had issues like a year on, he was trying to help me out. And said like I wouldn't sell you a damaged engine and whatnot. But I just think I got a bad engine, or it's my driving because I've not drove it nicely. You know what I mean? Like
Have you drove it a lot?
Yeah, so I engine swapped. It took me 10 months to restore it. So I started it in September, and then what's 10 months from there?
July.
So I finished it in the July. Went to max power. The crank pulley bolt wasn't tightened up enough. Went to max power fine, and then I'm taking my brother out for his first ride in it. Crank pulley bolt wasn't tightened up enough. I come on the motorway. There's a video on YouTube. I come on the motorway. 2 Golf R's past me. I'm like, right, I'm going to show him what's up. Drop it into third lane. No. Drop it into third, put the foot down, dies.
Oh. No.
So managed to coast it to the side of the road. As I'm got my brother in the passenger seat cranking it, I can see the belt not moving, so I'm like, something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Got it back. Luckily I was only 15 minutes from home. Got it back, crank pulley bolt was loose. All right. And they're not a keyed crank pulley on them for some unknown reason. You can buy a keyed crank pulley. So I bought one, took the head off, got the valves repaired, skin pressure tested, put it back on, and I rebuilt it on. So I rebuilt it on the Friday. Had my mate Ash out 6:30 Saturday morning to tie me back up, and then drove it down here on the Saturday morning 2 hours. Kicked it setting all weekend, and it was sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely mint. So I probably did, in maybe the 4 or 5 months I had it out, it was like 3,000 mile in it. And then I probably done. I did, not the weekend just gone, the weekend before that. That was like 300 to 350 mile. It was like down to caffeine, then across to my mates, then back up from my mates. So I do drive it. I love driving it.
Superb.
Yeah, I love driving it.
It's nice that you've got a car like that and actually drive it, because some people just garage them and then, you know, they're great to have in the garage and they look pretty and everything, but if you're never going to drive it, it's a bit of a waste, isn't it?
I try and get it out at least. When it's sunny, it's got to be out at the weekend. Yeah. I've got to drive it at least once. So I'm sort of saving it now because the engine's on its last legs. I've got a show on the 24th in Sheffield, Drivers Collection. I just support them massively because they're like one of the only big shows up north, you know what I mean? There's Fitted was up there, but obviously it's not about... Well, it's still about, but obviously they've not done one for a while. But yeah, Drivers Collection. So it's their Cromford Car Night on the 24th. So it's like 5 while like 12 or something like that. Right. It's a dead nice venue. I missed out last year because I was building the car and I was gutted. So I thought, I'm not pulling the engine out before then. So I've got that on the 24th. I go away for a week after that on the Sunday. So drive back from Sheffield Saturday night, up early Sunday to see him, drive up to Scotland to see my nan for a week, drive back down, and then I'll drop the new engine in the 5 on the 1st and the 2nd. And then I'm trying to get in... I'm in touch with a lad at EFI. I'm trying to get dates sorted, so he can only do it on the 18th. I'm just trying to work out prices with him, but then I can get it tuned by a lad up our way who I know on the 6th, and then I'm supposed to be at Goodwood on the 7th.
Wow. It's a lot of miles, isn't it?
So
I love it. What is your best car movie car or TV car?
I love the Trans Am out of Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes,
that was yours, wasn't it?
That was mine.
Yeah, I love it. Just like
you've got like an old head on a young body, haven't you?
Yeah, so like we can be like, she'll be upstairs like, got a shower doing her hair or whatever, and then she'll just hear, "Where's Bounce?" She's like, "You've not got that film on again, have you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have." I love it, but the song gets stuck in her head as well.
Yeah,
but
it does.
I'd love to have one of
the other
them.
day,
Yeah, I watched it the other day.
I'd love to have one of them. I've got we did a fancy dress and I went as the Bandit.
So
I had the red shirt and the flary pants on and boots and everything. And everyone was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "You just won't get it."
If the missus works late or anything like that and the kid's in bed, if she's like, you can have the telly, you can do what you want. 9 times out of 10, it'll be Smoking the Bandit or Cannonball Run. It'll be something like that. It's just brilliant. It's just piss easy watching, but it's about cars and people who drive them really bloody well. And it's epic.
Yeah, I love
do you think they'll ever do a reboot of it?
They fucking better not. No.
They just kill it, won't they? You know what I mean?
There's 2 they should never touch. Smoking the Bandit and Back to the Future. Don't ever touch them.
No.
Don't remake them.
The thing is, they don't need to be, do they? But the chances are they probably will at one stage.
It's a money thing, isn't it, for just getting people in the cinema? That'd all it'd be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be necessarily to do well, just to get money out.
The thing is, though, you'd have to be really careful what car you picked for him to drive as the main car.
The Bandit?
Yeah, what would replace it nowadays?
Tesla.
That'd be awful. That'd be so bad.
That'd be so shit.
It'd be the worst race scene ever.
I don't know. You'd have to do something American, wouldn't you? But I don't really like the new American stuff, if I'm honest.
Even like the Chargers or the Challengers.
They're not as... Yeah, I do like... I must admit, I do like a Challenger. Yeah.
We look back in them days, in the 80s, there was a massive variety, whereas they're not there anymore. So.
Yeah, they're not building cars for our market sort of thing, are we? Because they know we like the old stuff and think the tight asses are not going to buy new ones.
No. Although that new Mustang they've built, that's something Snake. I can't remember what it's called. Super Snake. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we're going down a rabbit hole.
So your numbers come up on the Euros this weekend. You've got unlimited money.
Yeah.
What 5 cars would you buy?
I've got to buy a Turbo 2 straight away for the...
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to turn mine into a Turbo 2. You can buy body kits and range and all that sort of stuff. So it'd be a Turbo 2 as like a retro sort of like potter about.
Yeah.
I'd love an 850R in red with gold wheels to tow the 5.
Yeah.
You know, matching that'd be so cool. I really like the Toyota 2000 GTs. The one with the really long nose and a short cab. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, oh, they're a bit ugly. And I'm like, you like an E-Type Jag?
They sell for over $1 million quid now.
So nice.
I sat in one of them at a classic car show a couple of years ago. I could not fit in it.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a picture on my phone somewhere.
The cabs look so small.
Yeah, they are absolutely tiny.
And the nose is like from here to there. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Probably one of the most beautiful Japanese cars ever.
Yeah, love it.
They're absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So it'd be the Turbo 2 is like a potter about, 850 hours like a bit of a daily, probably a bit of a garage queen. The Toyota. I'd like a Bronco.
Okay.
Nice.
You know
the original one.
Yeah, black with that orange.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, they look so smart. They look really nice.
Travis Barker's got some really cool ones.
And then I'd have to go for like... they don't look far off of an F40. I'm sure... Is it... I can't remember the names of them. They're a French company. I want to say like... It's not Vico. I can't remember the name.
Is it Vector?
No, they're like... They begin with a V. They used them in Le Mans and then they brought out like a road car that you could buy.
All right.
And they're so smart.
Vignet?
It's VL something like I'm not going to be able to find it. If I just put like retro supercars or something like that.
French retro supercars.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not Veritas, is it?
It's like a GT 400 or something like that, 400 GT, but I can't remember the first. Signal's not great in here.
It's terrible.
No, it's terrible. Chris has got Wi-Fi. French supercars beginning with V, Chris. In the 80s. I mean, the French didn't make very many cars.
Not supercars, anyway.
They only really had what? Renault, Alpine.
Yeah, the Alpine was not. Yeah.
I'm sure they were like. Like I said, it don't look far off of an F40.
Okay.
But for the life of me, I can't remember the name.
If you remember on your journey home,
that'll be one of them ones that comes to you.
Message me and I'll put a picture in this.
Put it on the screen. I'll be able to find it when I get home. I was going to do annoying that now. I can't remember. Like I said, they've got a big like sort of F40 style wing on the front with like the slanted lights on the front as well.
Right.
Like the sleek. It's a nice sleek look. I think they were like 400 brake or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. But yeah, just in keeping with the French, that would be something that I have. So yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, that's your 5 cars. Yeah, all
See,
French.
The thing we've had
Bronco
recently is a lot of people assume, and my wife has said this, if you come into money, you'd buy like McLarens, Ferraris, and everything like that. Our last lot of guests have always said they'll buy other stuff. They won't necessarily go down the
Venturi.
That's the one. Yeah, Venturi.
Oh, it does look
Oh yes.
They're so smart.
That was some good investigating, wasn't it?
Venturi, that's it.
That's really smart, isn't it?
Begins with V80s.
That's beautiful. A Venturi 400.
Yeah, that's it.
That's getting close to becoming almost like a replica, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like... like I said, I'm sure they used them in Le Mans and then... Or did you have to produce a certain amount of...
You had to produce certain road cars for homologation.
That's what it'd be.
I love that. Your phone's coming well handy today, mate.
So yeah, they'd be my 5.
I
just don't see the point. Like, I remember... we did like a mate of mine did a rally and he said he's got a Cayman and it was like supposed to be like a supercar rally thing and he said he was like ready for it and he said McLarens are just so wide. Like they were so like people were so scared to just give it any on the back roads, whereas him and his Cayman, it's still pretty big, but like he was like it's nimble enough to get through the back roads. And he said like all the supercars were just basically pottering along at like 50, 60 because they were scared of what's going to come
too twitchy.
the opposite way. Yeah. So
it's that whole thing having a car that you can use.
Yeah,
effectively.
I love the fact that one of your cars is one of the ones that you've actually got as well. Because I think Lee did that as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
But like the Turbo 2 is obviously the wide body engine one. But if I could, I wouldn't buy a Turbo 2. If I had to buy a Turbo 2, I'd buy one. But you can buy like a full kit.
And turn yours into
a Turbo 2.
Fair play. I like that.
Sort of just bring it. I don't know what I'd throw in it. Not K20. Hulks of that.
Alfa Romeo V6 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be something nice. It'd be mad to put a V12 in it, something like that, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If you do that to your car, that you've got
God,
an
V12
affiliation
in
with. Oh, it'd be fucking epic.
What's that?
You put a V12
Stick a Ferrari V12 in it or something.
I bet there's enough room in the back of there, or someone could make.
Yeah.
Someone would be
That
able
would
to
be
do
pretty
something.
to see,
That
wouldn't
would
it?
be awesome.
Yeah.
There's like a campus going about now. Basically, it's a shell swap. I don't even know what they've swapped it on, but they're making like their own custom wide body on it. It looks unbelievable. You might have seen it floating about. It's got the big like air-cooled brake discs on the back and the front, and the campus shell is literally just like squashed onto it. The wheels stick out like that much. It looks so cool, but it's just good to see people doing stuff with Renault 5. I think the new electric ones brought a lot of inspiration out for people.
I saw one the other day. Loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, really, really liked it.
What
The new Renault 5.
Renault 5, and I was watching a video on it this morning actually. Yeah, and
I like the Alpine more though.
Yeah,
the Alpine 230, I think it's called.
yeah.
Stunning little thing.
So one of our questions is, would you own an electric car? And I think, would you own an electric Renault 5?
I'm not a big fan of electric cars purely because, like, with the 80 horsepower, it was purely the noise that was screaming out of it, you know what I mean? So if there's no noise there, it sort of takes away part of the fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you had to have one, yeah, I'd probably take one, but it wouldn't be by choice.
Yeah.
I do like that the concept car that Hyundai did.
Yes.
Is it the Summit N74 or whatever?
Yeah.
Looks like a cross between, like, it looked a bit like an Opel Manta, didn't it, really?
Yeah.
I really like that. I'm hoping someone buys one and just slaps like a V8 in it. Do you know what I mean? Just to annoy
Well, apparently
people.
they might produce it.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be so, yeah. It looked wicked.
There was one at Cafe in a Machine when it
they
first
did a
came
little
out. It was like
tour.
a showcase thing, and that I've seen videos of it because obviously you see the stuff online and you think I probably don't look like that in person, but it did. It looks so wicked, yeah. But they're on about bringing an electric Renault 21 out, but with like an 80s, 90s style to it, on the interior.
Yeah, see, I think there is a bit of a market for that sort of thing.
It was like brown. It was like dark brown on the outside, metallic with like a beige interior, and I was like, that is so like someone's living room. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just looks so cool.
If they brought it out and made it like a Renault 21s was one of my favourite cars.
See if you can get the concept. His phone again. See if you can get like
Renault 21 concept.
Yeah, Renault 21 like electric concept, and it's like a brown. I'm sure they brought it out on like the TikTok or something like that. You know, just to see what feedback they get back through it.
I'd buy one.
I'm sure it's got like a mad steering wheel as well. You know, it's just like either a single spoke or two spokes.
Yeah.
Quirky like that. Like mine that I had, I think mine was just a single straight through the middle when I got it before I put a sparkle wheel on it. Just like mad.
I seen a picture the other day.
Mad stuff.
Smart. You found it?
I'll send you a picture. I'm sure it's like a brown or like a beige interior.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Look at you. I love that.
Thank you. Thanks, Barry.
That actually is really nice, isn't it?
Cool.
A Renault 17.
Oh, is it 17, not 21?
Renault 17.
Yeah. If you can, like...
Christ, I remember a Renault 17.
So cool. That's what people want. People don't want, like, the new electric.
No.
People want... If you want to...
Very cool.
They just
Thank
want,
you.
like, mums to buy it at the moment.
Yeah.
But if they're trying to build cars that they want me to buy,
Yeah.
I want something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Because there is a
something
company in
boxy.
the UK that do like Beetles, camper vans, and
The electric, I've seen them,
obviously Tesla swap in like batteries and motors and stuff in it.
Yeah.
They're really, really cool.
I'm sure they did one, and someone was giving away a 912. You know, like one of these giveaway pages, like an electric 912, and everyone was just slating them. And someone was like, "Well, just you can use that as a daily, like,
Yeah, of course you can.
to crack on." You know what I mean? Like ULEZ free and all that.
Yeah,
So it'd be mint for him.
yeah.
I do like it's good that it's going that sort of way because you just still keeping them going, aren't you? You know what I mean? Otherwise, they just get crushed or
Yeah.
rotting away in someone's driveway.
I think the best thing to do, if you can keep them so you can convert them back.
Yeah,
if you don't fart ass about with it too much, if you can just say take the engine out and the running gear and stuff like that.
I think the Beetles pretty much are. It's almost like a forklift motor that they just attach to the gearbox.
Oh, really?
And it just it's mad.
that's what someone needs. Like you said, something that you can pull the engine out and use everything else.
Yeah.
Not like you said, remove everything and rip it all out.
Cool. Right, so one of the questions we haven't asked for weeks, and I don't know why we haven't asked it, is movie chase. What's your favourite movie chase?
Oh, we haven't, have we?
No.
No.
it's got to be like the first Fast and Furious. First Fast and Furious where they like one of the opening scenes where they're coming away from
the one where they change gear about 20 times.
Yeah, where he picks up Vin Diesel. You know what I mean? That was like So from there, because I went from like Cars where it was like animated a bit tame, and then my dad was like, right, like
it's
watch this shit.
movie, isn't it?
You come in that and you're just like, right, where do I buy my first car sort of thing. That was it. But yeah, like it's just there's not, like you said, they change gear about 40 times. It's like that bad of a chase with the gear changes and whatnot. Like, it doesn't even look like it's going very fast, but it's just that like memories of it from when I was younger.
That it did change things, didn't it?
Massively.
That whole
that's got to be
franchise,
a big influence on the culture today.
Yeah,
because that was the only reason. I remember I liked the first one, but the second one's my favourite. And I just remember like that opening scene when they ring him up and he's cruising, you just got the sound of the R34 coming through, splitting lanes, and I just think that sound is so nice. I think that I don't think that's part of them have like been recorded from a 2J, but some of them have been like from a single J and stuff like that with a bigger turbo setup.
Oh, okay.
Because I watch YouTubers, and Dustin Williams at the moment, he's got a chaser with a 1J in it. Yeah. Just with I think it's the standard turbo, and that sound with a different blow valve, and that sounds seriously similar to what the R34 did in that film. But yeah, it's so smart. I'd love one of them, but it wouldn't be a dream car. It was just, I'd love just to own one for a bit. I wouldn't necessarily keep it.
That comes up on a weekly basis, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I just think, come on, pick something else. Do you know what I mean? There's that many cars out there.
Well, that's the thing. We choose 5 because we've obviously got to keep it within a relative time limit. Yeah. But for people like us, it could be infinite. Like today, I'll want a 205 GTI. Yeah. Today, I want one. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll want an Over GSI. Or a fucking. Oh, was it? I want anything.
Everything.
Yeah. As soon as you see cool.
I'll say, it was precisely. I was driving to a job the other day, and it was just a road. I drive an SUV as a company car. Yeah. And every other car is an SUV, Beam, or whatever. There was this lad, probably not much older than you, in a 205 GTI, lowered on a set of aftermarket Speedline wheels, and he looked like he was having the best fucking time. Where we're all sat there with our Apple CarPlay and shit like that, and all I could do was just smile and pull out and just give him a thumbs up. And we were caught in traffic, and I was just like, "Mate, your car is so fucking cool."
Cheers, granddad.
Literally. That's all I get. He was just like, "Oh, cheers, mate," thinking, "You fucking weirdo."
I love it when people do that to me, though. I was filming a video with twin engine Corsa.
Yeah.
And I think we was either pulled up to a set of lights or cruising at low speed, and a guy in a Tesla pulled up next to us and was like, "Mate, that's so sick." That he was like, "That's such a cool car," and he was like, "Keep that in the video," to his lad who was going to edit it. But like, whatever he spent on that Tesla, it might have been a company car, I don't know, but whatever he spent on that Tesla, like, surely he can afford something like this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, they're like 60 grand, aren't they?
No, but I think it's just it was so small. So the A, B, and the C pillars, they're like tiny, whereas the A pillar on my car is like that. It's just a whole, and that's what's really attractive to like you, whatever. It's just it's pure driving. Like I get in my car, the computers do a lot of the shit for me.
Yeah.
Whereas with that one, you've actually got to drive it. It's an event. You'll probably get out. You're a bit tired.
Yeah.
You've got to work at driving the car. Whereas me,
no power steering.
Yeah, I can drive to Scotland and get out, and I'll be like, right, just done 350 miles. Let's have a full day's work. Do you know what I mean? It's just I miss that, and I'll have it again soon.
You need a toy.
I do.
It's the smell as well. Like mine just smells of fuel, oil.
Every time my missus gets in my car, she's like, "Smells of damp in here." I was like, "It just smells of cool stuff." Shut up.
The missus says that. She says, because she comes to a lot of shows with me, like, because I try and do it so she'll enjoy at least something out of it rather than sat there all day. So we end up staying over like in a hotel the night before, and I treat her to something to eat and all that. But she's like, every time I smell fuel now, like it just reminds me of summer, because that's all we do is like through cars and stuff like that.
That's really cool. Young love.
Yeah, fuel smell will come through somewhere, and she'd be like, reminds me of your car, isn't it?
Brilliant. Have you got any rants about driving?
Yeah, I've got loads.
Got anything?
So obviously on the way down here, middle lane hoggers despise them.
Don't start him off.
Yes.
Everyone despises them,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. K20 in the world, hate that. Yeah, hate that. I think there's so many engines out there, so much cool stuff you could do. B series for it. If you want a Honda engine, put B series in there.
Yeah.
They make good power.
Yeah.
Reliable as well. For some reason, K20s have just been put on this pedestal. They are good motors and you can beat on them, but now they're just getting ridiculous prices because everyone wants to do it.
Oh, is it?
So I just think like, my mate's got a 1275 GT. He sees the power that mine's putting out with the F4R now, and he was like, oh, I should have K20'd it. And he's just put a fresh 1275 GT in there that's like 110 brake. But I'm thinking like, I'd much prefer to see that than the K20 because I've seen 100 other K20 minis, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same with like a lad that I know that's building a Civic now, that's got a B series in it, and I'd much prefer seeing that. If it come with a K20, sound or like you want a K20, it's up to you, but I'd much prefer to see something different.
That's what we were saying earlier on about max power. Back in the day, everything become very much the same, you know.
Well, that's all you see now, like, if you go to the bonnet of engine swapped it, pop it, K20, I'm like, oh. Like, it's still cool and it's still rapid, but like, I'd much prefer to see, I don't know, something else, you know what I mean? Just be a bit more creative.
Yeah.
Like when people put the Corsa Bs tend to have a couple of different swaps. It's either people tend to put red tops in them, which is fair enough. Them Saab turbo lumps, or the V6s.
Yeah.
I think that's like a red top Saab turbo lump or the V6s are so cool, rather than a K20.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that is my. People always say to me, I've got one guy on Instagram, say he watches this, he always messages me drunk for some reason. Like, and I message him and just say, like, have you been on the ale again? And he messages me the next morning, he's like, yeah, sorry, I apologise about that. But he's always telling me to K20, and I'm like, I'm not interested, I'm not trying to get stupid power out of it.
Tell him now.
Stop messaging
me.
Yeah,
he ain't going to K20 as well.
I'm not going to do it. So it's in keeping with the Renault theme.
Yeah.
It's a 2 litre, 16 valve, it sounds mint. Like, it's as far as swaps go, I can guarantee that's probably one of the easiest swaps like you can do.
Yeah.
And like, I assume K20s in some cars are an absolute ball ache, so why not go for something that's a bit easier, less on power? Once that's done, that'll be 200 brake, and it's mint to drive now. It's near perfect. It just needs that extra little. I think the LSD will make a massive difference, and it just needs that extra little bit of notch of power, and then I think 200 brake will be.
That's impressive, isn't it? Because what was the original GT turbos?
120. 20?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
120.
I didn't realise they were 1400 as well.
Yeah. 1400 carburetted. I think they were one of the only cars that had a carburetted turbo engine and a manual choke.
So unreliable.
Yeah.
It was just a recipe for smoke, oil, expensive bills, disaster.
I remember going from, like, I'd driven mine, and then I went picking up parts from someone, and he went, have you ever been in a turbo? I said, no. He said, right, I'll take you out in it. So he took me out in it, and I thought, wow, this is quick compared to mine. And I do a thing with like a competitions firm where I go and like review the cars and whatnot. And I remember I hadn't drove mine down there, sorry. I remember driving down there and going out in a turbo, and I thought, wow, this is slow. This is so slow. Obviously, it was nostalgic with the 5 to 10 second turbo like that it had.
Yeah.
And it was fun to drive, but I thought, man, this is slow compared to mine now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it weighs 850 kg, my car, with 200 brake. I think it's like 235 per ton. Like,
that's decent. That's really good.
I've always said to people, like, I reckon between the 200 to 250 mark, like, that's like, for what I want to do, I'm not interested in straight line driving. I'll give it a blast on the motor every now and again, but like, I just love hitting the lanes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Someone said there was a golden rule that any more than 200 horsepower through front wheels, and it's
just
kind of
really
wasted.
Usable, yeah, because you're just spinning up, especially if it goes light in one corner if you hit a bend too fast, and then the LSD kicks in and sends you into the bush. You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about, to be honest with you.
But I'd love it. 850 kilos and 200 horsepower. It's just
cool, isn't it?
It's just perfection.
Yeah.
The noise as well, because all that's separating you is a bit of tinfoil between you and the engine.
That's what they say about that.
It just literally, like, it screams. It's as if like the engine's like behind you or like within the cabin with you. Honestly, it's unbelievable. And when like I said, I've drove it spiritedly. Like, it'd be literally first gear into second gear limiter, third gear limiter, and then carry on in fourth. So that's probably what's caused the issues with it, if it did have an underlying issue.
But it was so worth it getting them issues.
I remember, like, when we was coming down to Caffeine the other week, I remember babying it all the way here and was like, right, yeah, be gentle, be gentle. And I seen an FDRX7 come on, and then a liquid yellow 197 come on, and it just so happened that I'd moved over to let them in, and he dropped in front of me, and the Clio dropped behind me, and I just heard him go, boo, boo, ba, 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 ba. I was like, right, I'm going for it, and I just set off, you know what I mean? So I thought, I may as well enjoy its last moments, I may as well go for it now. And he was at caffeine, and he was like, I always get it, every time like I've come up against someone, and we've had a bit of fun, I've always tend to like, either pull up in a lay-by further up, because 9 times out of 10 they end up pulling over and just wanting to chat, and everybody says, what the fuck is in that? And it, like, I remember racing one of the new 5-litre Mustangs down a twisty section, and we got to a set of lights that, like, the twisty section ended and it split to 2 sets of lights, and he come and he was like, there's not a 1.4 in that, is there? I was like, don't get it. He was like, thank God for that. And it was a 5-litre one as well. Corvettes, is it a C6 Corvette with like the long front? Again, down a twisty section, ended up stopping at a pub where like there was like a meet on, and he was like, mate, what's in that? Popped the bonnet, and everyone's like, fucking hell. Raced one of the new Civic Type R's, was on like a dual carriageway section. I was going up towards Snake Pass. Have you been, do you know what Snake Pass?
I love Snake Pass.
It's such a mint section of road. So I was heading up there, and he saw I was just cruising. He come up at the side of me, and he was like, I was like, yeah, and I had my brother in the car, and he knew it was fast, but like not to the point that it was. So I dropped a couple of gears, set 2 in like 3rd, and this lad's mate was in the passenger seat laughing because I was keeping up to him, and then we got to like 60, 70, and he kept on going then, because it sort of it probably drops off about. Well, I think it only drops off about 110-ish, but obviously he had more pull on me then. Yeah. And I pulled up at the petrol station because I was going taking some pictures up there, just give it a wash, and he pulled up and he was like, mate, what are you doing that? He was like, I was scared for a minute there. And his mate was like, you don't know how much money you spent on this car and all this. But yeah, just stuff like that when people say, what the fuck is in there? Yeah. That's what gets me going. It's
just what we did 20 years ago, isn't it? It's brilliant.
Yeah. It's a shame more people aren't into it. I'm trying to get my brother into it. He's just bought his first car, 800 quid, Suzuki Swift.
Nice.
I'm like, right, what are we doing to it? He was like, well, I've been looking at alloys. I'm like, right, sound. So I've got a set of alloys in the garage for him. I'm just waiting on some extended studs because we've got to put spaces on.
And they're the black ones. I think I see your post.
Yeah. My mate had them on for 300 quid. I was like, look, just for while you're learning to drive, because you're going to curb them, like, we'll just bang these, and then when you find ones that you want, get them on. So he was like, he's gone from a set of 15s to a set of 17s. He was like, will it fit? I'm like, yeah, I'll make it fit.
Massive 15s.
So
we haven't said that for a few weeks.
He wants a body kit on it as well, like a bumper, side skirts and all that. So I'll get him into it. He was like, what do you think about getting a project car? I was like, it's up to you. I was like, but like, be prepared to you just throw money at them. Yeah. Because they're like spoiled children.
Is this his first car as well? Yeah. He's going to pay for the roof.
Spoiled children. Yeah. I love that.
Everyone says what's it like owning one? I was like, it's like owning a spoiled child, mate.
That's related to the car.
1,500 quid, never give me any headache. It's mint. Put like 13 grand into that, and it's just like, right, I'm happy today. I'll pay this, and that is literally what it's like. It's just old cars, isn't it? Yeah, but the good thing is, like, if something broke on that, I'd have to pull loads of sensors out, loads of shit. Something breaks on the 5, 9 times out of 10. I can sort of budge it on the side of the road.
Yeah, you can fix it with a toolkit.
I've had alternator brackets
it's
like snap
mechanics, isn't it? Yeah.
So I managed to budge up an alternator bracket. I was on the way down to Bicester, and my alternator bracket just gave way, and I could hear it squeak, and I was like, oh. I've had a slider bolt fall out of the caliper. Yeah, that was on the way back from Rollard from Bicester. So I had the alternator belt fail on the way there, the alternator bracket fail on the way there, and then I heard ding. And this was like, oh, it'll just be a stone. I was like, I know what a bolt falling off sounds like. And I remember getting there, and it was the top one, and the caliper was ever so slightly starting to open. And I was like, thank God I pulled over.
Jesus.
And some lads were stopped there. He had a Mini, and I couldn't. Basically, I didn't have a spanner set thin enough to get in between the caliper to tighten the slider up. So he was like, right, I'll bang a flathead in there and wedge the flathead up while you tighten it. But it got me home. So, and that's just it. He was just there having a bite to eat and was like, do you need a lift? I was like,
wow.
Brilliant.
The car community is awesome, isn't it?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool. Right, most embarrassing thing you've done to a car?
So, it was sort of already semi-done when I bought it. It had COSI vents on the bonnet when I first got it off the previous owner.
Did it? Was there holes in the bonnet or not?
Yeah, it was holes in the bonnet, but they started to crack, so I just slapped another set of cosy vents over the top of the ones that were already in there, just to hide the cracks around it, because they'd been bonded in poorly. And then they flew off on the M6 somewhere.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I'd bonded it to it, let it set, driving the M6, and I just seen this. I thought, was that a bird there? Got to where it was going, bonnet vents missing in it. I'm like, fuck's sake.
I love that. Driving cars with bits falling off it. It's happened to all of us.
Are the vents still on there?
No, it's got a bonnet bulge now. It was
okay.
The
Clio bonnet bulge.
Yeah, it was a Williams bonnet bulge.
Love that.
That's like purposefully like that, because otherwise the inlets don't fit on the Clio. But now I'm putting a different engine in. It's a different inlet setup. I don't need the bonnet bulge, but it looks
cool.
Yeah, especially offset the way it is, like the Williams used to have them.
Yeah,
it's really, really smart like that.
I suddenly now want a Clio.
Clio Williams, creeping up. Even the 172s, I've seen a trophy, so a 172 trophy in red, done just over 100,000 mile, was up for $9,000.
I saw that.
Yeah, did you see that?
I saw that.
That's solid money. That. And another one's up for sale at the moment with 80 on it for just short of 13.
Because I think someone promoted that as being rarer than an F40.
With whatever was done to it.
The Clio trophy.
Yeah.
It was because they were a limited edition run, weren't they? The red ones, and they were such limited numbers that they're rarer than an F40. They made more F40s than they did Clio trophies.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
And that's just a selling point anyway. Oh, it's rarer than an F40.
Yeah.
Like I said, there is a niche there for that French hatch stuff.
I love it. Absolutely. Your brother had a 172, didn't he?
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah. That was a mad little thing, actually. Yeah. He loved that. Yeah.
I had a mate who had a Clio, not a Williams. He had a 16 valve, one of the earlier ones. That thing just went like a fucking stabbed rat. It was epic. So I can't picture what your car will be like. I can just imagine it's a fuck ton of fun. That's all I can picture.
I don't know what the Clios were. Like, I think the 172s are maybe. I think once like they're stripped, I think they're like sub a ton.
Yeah.
I think they're still like 950, 980 when they're stripped like track.
Yeah.
So
Who had one of those? What was his name? One of our guests had one, didn't he? Yeah. He bought it for like 600 quid or something. It was Wayne's friend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My mind's gone blank.
Yeah, my mind's gone blank.
Yeah, he loved it. That was his dream car, basically. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Darren.
Yeah, nice guy.
Just Darren.
Yeah.
I'll forget his surname.
We struggled. We struggled. Sharp, was it? Something like that.
It might be right. Yeah. Good guess.
So what was your car? 850 weight?
Yeah, well, that's a rough guess.
8.
It's 750 out the factory. This engine weighs 100 kg more than...
750 out the factory?
I'm sure that's what they are, out the factory.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Because minis are... What are minis? Minis are like 600-ish. Yeah. I'd love to own a mini, because my mate's 1275, that, like, I'll be behind it. I like a bit of a chase on a back road, and I let off for a corner, and it doesn't even seem like he lifts, and it just goes...
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, how does that car stick to the floor so well?
I think that's why everybody loved them so much, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. I've never seen it I've never seen anything like it, and I remember...
The big one?
At the Motorist, I think it was last year. So my mate's it's 110, like 600, 650 kg. There was a lad at the Motorist that had like basically a space frame mini with a fiberglass shell on it, and it had a B series in it.
Right.
Wow.
And I was like, mate, what is this like to drive? And he was like, mate, it's crazy. He was like, if it's remotely cold, or if it's not been sun shining, can't take it out. It just spins up.
Yeah.
He was like, if I go around the corner too fast because it's set up that stiff, it's third wheeling. Like one of the wheels lift off the floor. Yeah, he was just like a mad old bloke that just loved building mad cars.
Yeah.
It was like, I've got 3 of these. It was like a cross between an Austin Metro and a mini space frame underneath. Wow. And I was like, this is definitely not safe.
I've seen the space frame ones with high booster engines, either in the front or in the back of them. And and then they turbo them at the same time.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just epic.
I know a lad that's got a Renault kit with a high booster engine in it.
Really?
Yeah, he drifts it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
There's some cool toys about there, really.
He's crackers him. He's got a nice... I think it's a Mark 1 Golf. A nice Mark 1 Golf. And then I seen him and I was like, I've not seen your Golf. He was like, oh no, I'm in this. And he just picked the back end up. And I was like, that's scary. He's like, yeah, it's meant for drifting. I was like, yeah, no one's coming out with you in this thing.
Right, so Route 66, if you could do it, doesn't it have to be Route 66? It's like a road trip, but we always pick Route 66. If you could do it, what would you do it in?
I'd love to do it in a pop-top Mark IV Supra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because this is what people get twisted with them. Like, they moan when they get, like, you go in a standard Supra, they're fast, but they're not like what everyone makes them out to be, and it's because they're meant to be a touring car, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd love to, especially a pop-top, just pop the top, throw it in the boot, cruise.
Nice.
That'd be nice, that, yeah.
Nice.
I think I'd own a Mark IV more in recent years, getting more, like I prefer the Mark IV now over the R34.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. But I'm not even massively into Jap stuff either.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit of you, though, isn't it? The Japs.
Yeah, it depends what day of the week. This week is about French hot hatches, and it will be when I text you guys later and just send you all the ones I think I'm going to
9 times
on my
out of 10,
list.
Barry go home and then go down a rabbit hole on like Auto Trader and stuff. What about this one? What about this one? What about this one?
If you buy a Campus and a 172, I'll build one for you.
I've got to drive to my office tomorrow, and I will drive past this one that's for sale, and I will look at it, and it's mint. I think it's if I've got the red right, I think it's on an early L plate.
Yeah.
So it's maybe one of the very, very last Campuses.
Mine's an M.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it won't be there. I'm talking shit.
M reg.
But it's lush. I think he wants about $3,000 for it.
It's a bargain.
It's a lot of that for a Campus, I think.
Do it.
You could pick a Campus up for 1,500 quid.
Yeah.
I bet you could get a Phase 1 with the loom and whatnot.
Is that the little devil on the shelf?
It is.
1,500 quid. I've said this to people. Like, people say how much do you reckon it costs to build? I've done like other bits to mine in the process, but I reckon you could buy a Campus and engine swap it for $5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have like the car that mine is now. You'd have to. It depends how much you wanted to go to it. There won't be much stopping power with the Campus.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do the
brakes and everything.
But again, a rear axle's like 250 quid. GT turbo brakes, 100 quid.
See, what I'd love to do, I'd love to build it like I used to do cars on my driveway, like we all did. My wife would kill me. She would absolutely go. We're going to have to stop talking about this because otherwise I'm going to...
Engine mounts are the same, bar one. You have to make a custom alternator bracket. There's 4 brackets for the rad.
I've got 3D printers at
you
work.
You can use the 182 manifold. This lad makes a plate that moves the rear engine mount to one side to utilise the 182 manifold, so you don't have to get a manifold made. The shafts, the Campus shafts that I'm running.
Really?
Yeah, straight up to the gearbox. Same spline, everything.
Can we give you Barry's number?
I'll just give you my credit card one day.
If you've driven one, honestly, I say that to everyone, like you tell people, like, oh, it's engine swap, and it's like, oh, yeah, I remember the 5, and then you get in them, and like I said, it's like, I've not got a rev counter in mind, you can hear it when it is limited, you know what I mean, or you know when it's getting close. As soon as it gets past what I think must be around 4, mate, it's like a VVTI.
Yeah.
You can hear it come up, you can hear the note change in the cabin, and you can feel it go,
I love that.
unbelievable.
Brilliant.
That is really
cool.
cool.
I'm going to have to distract my mind now.
He's going to go down a rabbit hole.
I will do.
Oh,
are you into motorsport? I'm going to have to talk about something else. Are you into motorsport at all?
Not necessarily watching it. I mean, I've done a couple of track days local to mine, but not in the 5. I've never had it out long enough before it breaks, sort of thing. I've always been trying to cram in shows, or I just love going down and meeting my mates and just basically driving about. I prefer that over a show, but I'm trying to get into sort of a tracking it because I want to see what it can do on track. Yeah. It's built to be a fast road car. It's set up so stiff.
So it'd be brilliant on track.
But I've got a deal with Motul, the oil company.
Yeah.
And they want to get me out on a hill climb with them.
Really?
Yeah,
nice.
and stuff like that.
If you ever got Chelsea Walsh,
well, are they head sponsor there? I'm sure they are. Yeah, they're trying to get me down. We're trying to figure stuff out, but now I'm swapping the engine. So I was like, wait till the engine's swapped.
How long would that take you to do that?
A day, 2.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, because all the fuel lines are ran, all the brake lines are ran, all the shafts are the same.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's just in and out.
Yeah, in and out. Yeah.
If he does sort something out of Chelsea Walsh, it's an epic day out.
Yeah,
we
have to go.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of hours away from us. from here.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 for me.
Yeah, it's just the most wonderful hill climb thing, and it's just such a variety of cars as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
What was mad was like, I've not, like, I got like Maguire's send me all the cleaning stuff and whatnot, and then like I thought, oh, that's great, that's buzzing, and then Moto messaged me and were like, are you interested in like a partnership? And I was like, well, what does that entail? Like, I don't know, I don't really want to like think. And they were like, oh no, we send you like oil, coolant, gear oil, brake fluid. And I was like, what do I do? They were like, just post once a month. And I was like, yes, sound that'll do me. That Like, and they were like, we want to get you out to the hill climb. There was like, what oil do you need? And I was like, well, I drive the car, so like it'll have to be a mix. I can't have like race oil. And they were like, right, well, if you came to the hill climb, we drop the oil, put race oil in, you can do the hill climb, and then we drop that oil and put the oil. And I was like, yeah, why not? But they've been so good. Like, it was just out of the blue. Like, they've got a technical manager out. If you've got any issues, you just ring him up and say like, what's the best product for this? Have you got this, or do you know anyone? And he says, well, I don't recommend this, I do recommend this, but like, I guess
that's
it's
what you need, sometimes. Yeah,
but like, you just message him and just say like with this engine swap, said, look, I'm swapping the engine again, I need oil, gear oil, coolant, and he was like, yeah, I'll get the technical manager to ring you and then sort out what you need.
Just send it to you.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Fair play.
That Darren, that time, he used to change his oil every day.
When he was younger, yes.
When he was a kid.
When he was like, first had his car when he was about 14.
Yeah.
He used to empty the oil, put it straight back in every day.
Just to give him something to do. Yeah, just for practice.
Madness.
It is good when you can like get like, that's what I'm starting to slowly realise now, like coming onto like, but just firms helping me out sort of thing. So it's not necessarily making money, but you're just not spending as much on parts and like tools and stuff like that.
So you get tools as well then?
Well, I'm trying to sort some out with Draper Tools.
Yeah.
Back and forth with them.
Do you want to plug your snap-ons?
Yeah.
Do you do it like
we'll talk off air, because I don't want to incriminate myself.
So I'm trying to sort some out with Draper Tools, and then I'm in touch with is it Big Boy, who do the blowers and snow cannons, the Aussie firm. I'm trying to sort some out with them, and then I'm in touch with Renault on about reviewing a 5.
Really?
But they're just keen to find out what,
as in the electric one?
Yeah, what I'd do to compare them both. So I think they're a bit worried that I'd slag it off.
Yeah,
I'll be honest and say whether I do or don't like it.
I must admit, the video I watched this morning, the guy was really impressed with it, and he'd done both. He drove the old one and then
well, that's what I said to him. I'm like, I'm not there to just basically rib it. Like, if I like it, I'll tell you. Like, and I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. But I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I've not heard back from him yet. No, but he said, like, I've got a busy couple of weeks, and then I just sent him an email today and just said, like, making sure it's not slipped through the cracks. Like, I'm interested to still coming down and drive it.
Yeah.
So that's I'm sure they're down this way somewhere. Their main like dealer.
Is it?
Yeah, it's down this way. Because what I said to him was like, I'd come down and I'd stay over on the Saturday, so we could let me have it like all day Saturday, and I could drop it back like Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And then I can do like a full thing on it, but then either film my 5 up here, up my way afterwards, or before it, so I've got like video content for it.
Yeah. So do you just do your content just for YouTube or Instagram or anything?
Sort of everything I can put it on. Yeah. It just sort of like people. Mainly, it's like it's older lads like, fucking, I used to have one of these, and then like finding out about it. There's like a couple like people my age that are into it through cars, but it's majority like when you can look at like your demographic of like people that are following it, it's like 25 plus.
Yeah.
That are into it. It's not necessarily like.
I mean, we've only got like 4 people to watch this, but what can they find you on?
Everything is just at Jordan McKay, 2Ys_.
Both on YouTube and Instagram. Yeah. Oh, wicked.
So I just post what I think looks good on there, basically.
That's
That's all it is.
Yeah, I love your little garage as well that you've done as well.
Yeah,
so that's really smart, doesn't it?
Just about. Good job I've not got a modern car. It wouldn't fit in there. You know what I mean? Good job it's a 5. It just about fits in there. But yeah, it's all like on the wall. I've got like when I first started engine swapping the car, I've got a plaque and it's a 13mm spanner, and I left it on the battery. And with my granddad's drive being on ever such of a slope, as I've gone to turn the engine over, the spanners slid and hit both terminals at the same time. Turn the car off. So there's like a singe mark on either side, and there's like.
And you framed it?
Yeah, framed it.
I love that.
Like the time, it says something like time to set the car on fire and whatnot and all that. I've got like a head stud that the first time when I'm taking it out, they're them you seen them e-sockets?
Yeah.
Well, whoever built them needs shooting. They're so annoying. And I can see the socket turning and like not the flange, and I'm like, I was going to snap this. And anyway, it snapped, so I had to drill all that out. So I've got that in a frame as well. Just little bits like that.
Oh, I love it.
Well, we've got some stickers for you to put in your toolboxes and stuff.
Happy days.
We have to check your YouTube out to see where we actually put them on.
No, they'll be on there, definitely. Yeah, they'll be on there, definitely.
I appreciate that. We have asked a Formula One, it was a
Team Haas,
asked him to put it on Team Haas, but he won't have none of it, so. we got somebody from Red Bull apparently coming on soon, so.
Aston Martin.
And there is somebody from Red Bull.
Is it?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
There's a lad that works for...
One of them's got to.
Yeah. I'll stick it on somewhere.
There's a lad that does tuning round here. Is it not... Tommy knows him. Is it whoever tuned Tommy's car? I'm sure works for McLaren. One of the touring car things.
I'll ask Tom.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He does like all the tuning for McLaren and stuff like that, because I messaged him about a tune on mine and he was saying he normally does standalones, but he can see what he can do.
Yeah.
When I was checking out his page, like he says, I had a good weekend this weekend, couple of issues, and it's the McLaren sort of touring car.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask Tom.
Yeah.
I think Tom's one of the only people who watches it. So.
Yeah, he put me in touch with him anyway, so...
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so if you could get him on.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Very good.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of booked up till like August now.
That's good.
Yeah, we're slowly getting there.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of weeks off. But yeah, it's all about getting content and mixing about and meeting new people, and obviously...
Hopefully get some off the back of this, I'll share it about.
No, I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'll see whether... Phil's always down this way with shows and stuff like that, but he's proper like into like the VIP build sort of things. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like it's mint that car. But he'll host people who like do a shit VIP build, you know, like chandeliers. He's not into any of that shit. He's like, full
No, honestly, if you see a Century, it's...
I will check this out one.
They're stunning cars. Absolutely stunning. I'd choose one now over a S-Class.
You change your minute. You change your mind every minute.
I know. But no, you've probably been one of my most favourite guests so far.
He says that every week as well.
No, primarily
cancel it.
You remind me a lot of my early 20s, growing up with all my mates and stuff.
All them years ago.
It was a long time ago now. But I think you're living what most of us lived 20 odd years ago.
Well, people moan like, the UK car scene's dead, and I just think you're just not going to the right place.
It's not.
It's
that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like when we went, I've been to a couple of shows. I won't name them, but I've been to a couple of them where I thought, my God, like what am I doing here? You know what I mean? It's just shit.
Yeah.
And like if you go, and I'm plugging them again, Driver's Collection. Maybe you go to Driver's Collection, it's like you've been to Players and like it's like that same atmosphere. You know what I mean? There's just like mad bills, and you don't need like a massive wallet. Like it just, if the bill's cool, it's cool. Do you know? Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's the same up at Driver's Collection. Like I can't remember. Like I think they've had a bit of grief over like the limited spaces that they've got. There's like maybe like 200-300 spaces. It's a sick venue, like an old mill with a canal running through it and all that.
Okay.
But people, I think, have been giving him a bit of stick, like saying, "Oh, such and such body's car has been accepted and mine hasn't." And he basically come out and said, like, "Look, like it's us who choose it. It's what we like.
Yeah.
Like if just because you've got like £250,000 car doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get it.
Doesn't mean you're going to get it.
Like,
I mean, sometimes when you go to these shows, just walking around the car park is as good as a show.
Yeah.
You know, so
the first Bicester one, this Bicester Scramble this year, we went to it pissing snow, but it's just the sheer variety of cars, and we were quite a variety of mates. And my love was for 90s. My other mate, for some reason, loves Ladas and Austins. He absolutely loves it. And he managed to find two there.
Oh, wow.
Another mate loves Porsches. Another mate loves Volkswagens.
Yeah.
And it's just the love of everything for them sort of car shows. I love it. But equally, there was Lamborghinis, Ferraris. There's absolutely everything under one roof. And they're the best sort of car shows.
That's what you want. You just want variety. You just don't want shit, basically. And that's where I think people go wrong. Like they go to these Mexico meets and then say it's shit. And it's like, well, just if you headed down to Cafe in the Machine on a random weekend, some of the calibre of car there is just
unbelievable.
Last time I was down there, like a Lancia Delta pulled up, a red one, and I was like, I love him to bits. And I was just like, old boy, got out with Ducati top on, shades on, slick back grey hair. And I was like, mate, this is clean. And he was like, oh, cheers,
Is that the
mate.
Fonz?
Yeah, that's what it was like. And I goes, how long have you had it? And he said, since new.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said he bought it, used it as a day-to-day driver, and then he said it was maybe like 6-7 years after he bought it, he realised that he wasn't going to be able to buy another one, so then he stopped daily driving it. But he's done I think it had done 270 kilometres, like 270,000 kilometres. So
Wow.
he'd driven it, and he just said, yeah, I love it. Like, I've just kept it all these years. I mean, it's just like, some people might not necessarily be into that, but I love going to a show. And like 9 times out of 10, you just don't like people stand and sit around the car. I'm out.
Yeah,
like,
I'm out.
Chatting to people
yeah.
like, what have you done to this? Why have you done this? Why have you done that? I found I'm sure it was like an old, not a Metro, like an old Austin with like an MX-5 lump in it. And I was like, that's what I want to see. I was like, mate, why have you done this? And he was like, why? What's up? I was like, no, I'm just asking, like, why this swap? Why?
Yeah.
And he was like, parts are so available for him, like. If I want something for like an Austin, like you're searching through eBay for like 20 hours, like trying to
good way of
find
thinking,
stuff.
actually, yeah.
But that was so clean. It was like a cream. I'll send you a picture. Oh, it was so smart. And I love that. And that was my favourite. Like, again, there was like a Gullwing there. And that Austin was my favourite one because it was just so... It was just an old boy just sat there. Like, I just thought it'd be cool sort of thing.
It's the same when I went. I haven't been Cafe in the Machine for a little while, but the last time I went there, it was a lovely hot day. It was absolutely packed. And there was Porsches... all manner of cars. The best one that caught my eye was a Mitsubishi Pajero Evo.
Really?
If you know what one of them is,
Yeah.
I couldn't take my eyes off it. I absolutely adore that car, and that's on my list of to buys.
The
list keeps getting longer, but it was just that it was in Rally Art Red, and it was just mint, and it just drew me to it. All the other Porsches and at that day, you could just keep them. I wanted that Pajero Evo. And it's weird like that because if we go the next week and the same cars are there, I'll be drawn to something completely different.
Yeah.
But the other day there was a 355 there, which was just subtly lowered. I thought that's just amazing.
Yeah,
it's a pretty car.
Right,
we're going to have to wrap this up because both of them are gone now. The GoPro's just gone as well. Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah, it was actually. We've pretty much done all the questions as well.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. No, you've been great. Thank you very much.
Really, really
Not
good.
only for coming here, but travelling the whole way down here as
Yeah,
well.
I really appreciate that.
It cost me about 10 in fuel getting down here.
Yeah, I can't wait to come out and have a quick look at your car now. So, do you want to say your outro?
You got to do yours first.
Oh yes, like, comment, subscribe. Have a look on his page. We'll put all the link and everything in the comments.
Yes.
Anything you want to see from us?
Any
Should
questions?
Barry buy a Renault 5?
Yeah, should Barry.
What car should I buy? I'm going to let my 4 viewers decide.
5, I'll swap it.
Cool.
Fair play. And obviously, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Well, we won't actually. It's probably every other Tuesday now. But I still like saying it because it's cunt, and I like saying it.
Yeah, just keep it.
But yeah, so
no, mate, that was brilliant.
Absolutely.
Thank you very, very much.
It's been good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been real good.
How long was that?
An hour and 40.
Oh wow,
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Good.